Hey, welcome to the video. Isaac with AGE Electric, just buttoning up a 48 kW liquid cooled Generac generator install. I had a couple unique challenges on this one, but we had our original meter with two panels on the inside with our 200 amp mains. And so what we did is we paralleled the two 200 amp ATSs, recessed them into the wall, which turned out pretty nice. And then so what we ended up having is we had a real estate problem. The real estate problem was these panels were where the ATSs now are. So if you have a real estate problem, you just build more real estate. So we just forward this wall out, brought it out 5 inches, which allowed us to intercept, because we did have 200 amp feed going out to the shop. That was in this 3-inch conduit coming out of the right hand panel. And then we had a 2-inch PVC here. And like I said, so what we ended up having to do is we relocated the UFER. Obviously, we made the two ATSs are now the first means of disconnecting. With this right here, since we had that 3-inch in the concrete, we just got a 12 by 12 by 8-inch deep box. Came in to offset our 200 amp feed. And in this box also is where we tap our generator feed. So we have a 48 kW generator that's a full 200 amps. So we have everything here is copper. We did 3-aught, 2 3-aughts and a 1-aught with the number 6 ground. So they're spliced in here with Polaris lugs. We have the 2-inch flex that goes out to the ATS on this side. And on this one, we actually had to go up and sneak through the panel because of the way the ATS is sat with the box. There was no way to really get a small nipple in there. So anyways, I had to get a little bit creative with it. But as always, we also have our nice, clean, typewritten panel schedules, as it should be. And I gotta come back out for startup, and I'm gonna get those 2 typos redone. But just passed inspection. That allowed us to move the panel out. This one had to go down just a hair. We pulled out some slack on these guys so we could then, we popped a couple staples in the attic, got some slack down here so we could pull this one forward. This one had to go up a little bit, but again, the only thing we had coming out of the bottom was this 2-inch PVC, which had a, I believe it was a gate circuit. So not a big deal. And then with this is basically for the pulling radius, which I'm sure I'll get a bunch in the comments that this is not the properly sized box for it, but nothing else was gonna work. We have good radius, nothing is strained. We're still in the bending radius of the wire. We are good to go. So with that, got these 2 recessed. Homeowner already had the 3-inch halfway in the ditch. He did all the digging for us. We just had to continue it about the last 10-15 feet here. He had it tunneled under the sidewalk, which was quite nice. But oversized conduit, we don't have to have a 3-inch to run this, but it is nice because we could just pretty much push the wire all the way over there. And anytime you have a ditch open, I always suggest run 2, usually typically at least 2 spare conduits. So all we did with that, we took that over. So we come up into the base here is our 3-inch conduit. We brought one of the 3/4, staked it on the outside. You never know what you're gonna want in the future. And now you have one conduit out here, the other conduit, there's another sweep in the ground, and we just brought it up into here. If any accessories come out in the future and we want to add anything, we can do that. So Oh. So when it comes down in here, we just had a hole blocked out. And then this was for a 120 volt service plug. And this is just where we ran the other 3/4 spare. Just stubbed up in here for future. Like I said, anytime you have a ditch open on your property, throw some pipes in it. You never know what you want in the future. Cameras, gates, sound systems. Also, we had a very clean install with the gas here, and we got a 1,000-gallon underground tank. So running at full load, you're going to get almost 7 days out of this guy with 1,000 gallons. But anyways, that is the long and the short of it. Again, being able to make this look, once a little bit of trim board gets put in here, you can make this, it don't have to be an eyesore. You can make it look nice and clean the way it should be. All right. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.